Hey guys, Tina here and welcome to my September TBR. So as you can tell from my thumbnail, it is quite an ambitious one and I'm not optimistic at all that I will get through all of these books. I would love to, don't get me wrong, but realistically speaking, probably not. So, but if I do get a good chunk done, I will be very happy. So I'm just gonna dive right in. I'm currently in the middle of reading a couple of books that I started reading in August, and the first one is The Beauty of Darkness, which is book 3 in the Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson. So book 1, The Kiss of Deception, is the beginning, and in that book we meet Leah, who's a princess, and she's supposed to marry the prince of another kingdom actually, and on her wedding day she runs away and becomes a tavern maid in this small village where she takes refuge, and she also meets two boys, unaware that one of them is the prince that she was supposed to marry and the other one is the assassin that was sent to kill her. So her life gets complicated pretty fast, and by book 3 it's even more so. Things have changed a lot, and I'm currently listening to this one and I am enjoying it, and I will let you know how I feel about it at the end of the month. There's also another book that I started reading in August but didn't get to finish, and that is Sapphire Falling by Elise Kova, which is book 2 in the Air Awakens series. And in this one we follow a girl who works in the library, and she is taught that sorcery is bad, but then one day it just sort of turns out that she's also a sorcerer. So she has two options, whether or not she wants to continue her life in a library or if she wants to pursue her path of sorcery. And then of course things are taken out of her hands, and she just has to go with what she's given. And yeah, I'm currently reading this one and I'm really enjoying it. So these are my first couple of reads. I want to finish them before I move on to the next ones. And the thing is, in September I plan to reread some of the books that I really enjoyed in the past, and I don't know, this year I'm just obsessed with rereading. I would love to reread everything that I loved, but until now I did some, but not that much. But this month is going to be basically focused on that once I finish these two books. So the first book that I would like to reread, and this is like a month-long read, is The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. So this is book 1 in his Wheel of Time series. I have read the first 4 books before, but then didn't continue on. So I think now with the series happening, with the TV series happening, I want to actually get to reread these 4 and then continue on with the series. So this takes place in a world, quite, medieval world, and we follow a couple of boys from this small village, and these boys, the village is attacked, and they realize, at least one of them does, that these creatures that came there were after them, and by staying there they would endanger the whole village. So they decide to leave with a couple of adults. There's Moraine, who is sort of like a sorceress, and her companion, and a couple of girls from the village join them as well. So they go off to new adventures, and I have really enjoyed these books in the past, so I figured that I will do that as well this time. So this is, it's a chunker, so I plan to sort of get through it slowly over the month, and then move on to the next book in the series, obviously. That would be fabulous. Another reread is a book that I just adore. It's one of my favorite series, and that is Blood Song by Anthony Ryan. So this trilogy, Raven's Shadow, is concluded, and I have already read it. I have reviews for all 3 books up on my channel, but the next book in the follow-up duology came out, and I want to get to it, but I think that I would like to reread these first. So I probably will listen to these on Audible, and I've done that before, and I really love the narrator as well as the books, obviously. So this book is about Valen Alsona. He's a small boy. When we meet him, his father brings him to this monastery type of institution, and he grows up there being trained to be a fighter, and as he grows up, he learns more about his world and what is going on in the background, and there's wars, and he has a lot of fighting to do, and he's just a really likable character, and I love him to bits. And yeah, I cannot wait to get back into this world. Then I have a couple more rereads planned, and the first of those is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. Dark Dawn is coming out this month, and I want to reread To Never Night as well. Obviously, I can show it to you, God's Grave, because why not? And yeah, in this one we follow Mia, who is well, a teenage girl by the time we meet her, but her family was killed basically for political reasons, and she wants to fight back and gets revenge on the people that did it. So she, becomes an assassin, and in this book we see her go to this assassin school, and she trains there. Things are not easy necessarily, but yeah, I just really enjoyed these books the first time around that I read them. There's also footnotes, so I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna listen to these or read them, because I think I heard that the footnotes are not read in the audiobooks, but I'm not sure. So I might combine the two actually, and hopefully I will read them and then get to Dark Dawn, the concluding book that comes out this month. So again, that's the plan. Will I be lucky enough, or will I read enough to actually get there? I'm not sure. So yeah, this was a quick video, but also there's not plenty of books to talk about, but they're quite a chunky ones. So yeah, fingers crossed I get to all of them. I'm really excited about all of these because they're some of my favorite books out there. So yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you're planning to read in September. Are you a fan of rereading books, or do you just not do that? I mean, I know there's quite a divide between readers about rereading, so I'm curious to see how you feel about it. And thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next one. Bye!